know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, 20. Mike is 59. Watch 1. 50.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Hey, Haywood. Check 72.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Julius Peppers. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 64 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Wilson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. Yeah, you don't want none. Jim.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that's wide, 80. 59. Coming.
quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The four-time Pro Bowler Herman Moore, his first grab of the game.
Led the league in receptions twice. And just think about, he was the game plan. When you had to line up against Detroit, circle him, find a way to stop him, and rarely did teams get that done.
And what a big-time play there. 54 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Brady completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st down, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Check 26, check 26. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Still done. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. James, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this is caught. at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Good job right there.
They run it with James. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Got it.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Mike 52.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for more. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here's James. With safety Ed Reed there to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
0-0.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Gun.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch the shit. 14. Watch the shit. Hey, alert. One foot. Slam.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Four down.
They'll run with Lynch. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Lunch 59. Lunch 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Second down and goal. Wilson. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple. After the sack on first down, Brady. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
You got nothing to do.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete.